Hello, this is Joe Pryor with the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, a part of Redbud Realty and Associates. And this is the second of a two-part investment real estate video that is going to be dealing with Oklahoma City real estate now. Now, in the first one, we went into these bubble markets and talked about things you need to look out for. We talked about unemployment. We talked about the shadow inventory. We talked about oversaturations of the marketplace, about not being able to time the market. And we just wanted to give you some caution and not certainly putting all your eggs in one basket. Now, let's contrast Oklahoma City. Now, in 2007, 2008, when the mortgage meltdown was heating up and going down in these bubble markets, Oklahoma City was not. We were not in that position. Oklahoma City is a different kind of market. It's called a linear market. Basically means is it's very stable. It doesn't have high highs or low lows, so it's not a volatile market. It is very, very predictable, and this is a good thing that it is very, very predictable. These other markets are volatile markets, and the bubble made it a whole lot worse, the biggest bubble that we've seen in the history of the world. Now, that is, number one, the thing that's really good about Oklahoma City, but number two, our economy is good. For instance, we did 3 special programs with a 1-cent sales tax increase, where we raised taxes, put almost $3 billion into our infrastructure. What that means is that we revitalized our schools, we revitalized our downtown, the surrounding areas, the arts and entertainment. We did a lot of things there without having any debt. We financed it ourselves, and so we're not paying it off, and that's been very, very strong. We've also had strong government here. It's the state capital. We've had Tinker Air Force Base that has doubled in size and getting larger and helping bring more people in. We also are one of the strongest job markets in the United States. Forbes said the third best job market. And then second of all, we're leading the country in personal income growth, which means we're getting the right kind of jobs. For instance, we have 550 engineers coming from Boeing right now that are $150,000 to $200,000 a year in salary. We have a large independent oil and energy company that's coming to and relocating to Oklahoma City that's taking over the old Devon building. This is bringing in an even larger portion of highly paid people. We have medical research, medical technology. We have people coming that are feeding the military in terms of companies like GE or Rolls-Royce or Boeing, companies like that that are increasing their numbers here. So the economy is very, very good. Now, we also have 5.2% unemployment, and that is expected to go as low as 4.75% this year. Now, the lowest unemployment we've had since 2000 was 2005, which was kind of an ultimate year for this false economy, but it was at 3.75% at that time. So we may be getting within 1% of the overall low, which means our market is a very recovered market, is a very stable market, and it is barely based on supply and demand of normal housing. And we have very, very low distressed property sales in Oklahoma, about 4% in Oklahoma City. And we also have the lowest amount of underwater mortgages in the United States. So very, very strong economy here. Now, that does mean that the prices are lower, but here's the good news. When your economy is as strong, when you have low unemployment, then you have people buying homes. And if you're an investor, you want the owner-occupant to drive your appreciation, to drive your investment. Investors don't do that. Investors buy at lows. Owner-occupants will pay the highest amount for a property. So when you're down with that level of unemployment and you have that kind of a job creation and population increase, guess what? You're driving positive appreciation. Now, second of all, a lot of people are relocating here, which means our rental market is outstanding. Right now, and these numbers are for real, we're dealing with 1% vacancy rates in Oklahoma City. 1%, and it flanges up to about 3% in the winter season, which was normally the weakest part. So that's still incredibly low, which means that you're not going to be, getting pie in the sky and then having to wait 3 months or more to get your property listed and rented. We're talking about weeks and, in most cases, in a matter of days in terms of rental. So it's very important, and I've been a big proponent of supply and demand. I really believe that you ought to err on the demand side, not the supply side, because it's very important that we get rental appreciation, because if your values are going up, then your taxes and insurance is going up. You want rents to go up, not to go down in these oversaturated markets, because you want to keep pace with that to keep your return on investment going, that positive cash flow. So, again, does this mean you should invest everything in Oklahoma City? I don't think so. But it does mean you can get a high level of positive cash flow, a stable market, a safe investment, a very, very low vacancy rate, a very fast rental, which means you're getting your money quick, and it doesn't deteriorate that investment on paper. It's something that's delivered for real. So, Texas and Oklahoma, especially in Oklahoma City right now, are a great place for you to invest for investment real estate in the long term. Now, we have some special financing. We have all sorts of things that we can do for you if you're a serious investor with a lot of properties. And we'll go back into that a little bit later. I've got some new financing coming up that are being done by local people that are going to help you out. If you're a first-time investor, it's a great time to do it. And I really recommend you go with that very, very safe investment, at least one, the first time around, so you can start building cash flow. So we're here to help you. We'll give you the numbers. We can deliver the numbers. This is Joe Pryor with the virtualrealestateteam.com in Oklahoma City, where we deliver traditional real estate values with the speed of technology.